Hey, hello guys, welcome back to Let's Play ChäoS Head. What the fuck happened, man? Why didn't you upload this long? This is like the bi-weekly shit you need to hear from me in these videos. But my janky setup from 2006 or 2007, I don't even, or maybe it's 2009. I think it's 2009. Yeah, 2009. When I downloaded this game originally, I still had the same setup from back then, and it was a really poor installation because I applied like 5 different translation patches, but I had to re-download the game, and now I'm off to a clean start. I did save my game, however, so I did retain the saves, and we can finally go on with this story. While I have the burpees again, you know what's up. She was right. The detainment of the staking perpetrator automatically meant I wasn't a criminal. I wasn't a sleepwalker, nor did I have the multiple personalities, which meant my normalcy and sanity had been proven. At the same time, it also signified a denial of the blood-soaked Remy I'd seen there. That hadn't been reality. Surely it was one of my delusions. It was the end. The nightmare that had gone on tormenting me for close to a month had now ended. I would have to cower in fear of shadows, and cover in fear of God's gaze, and frantically try to obtain a D-sword. No longer. Despite that, why was it? A sense of dissatisfaction with this explanation lingered in the depth of my chest. It didn't ring true that Shogun would stalk me for the sake of a mere hoax. But maybe I found myself thinking about it that way because my sense of what was regular had gone numb over this past month. The cell phone I'd left in my pocket started vibrating. Oh god, this is gonna be Nanami asking for her hand back or some shit, some retarded shit. Though I'd set it on vibrate, it was nevertheless impermissible to use your phone in the hospital. I let go of Remy's hand, went outside through the front entrance, and took out my cell phone.
Hi.
Oh, that's definitely Nanami.
Dare?
I braced myself. Maybe I would hear "let me pass" again. I quickly checked the caller's name, but it was from an unknown number. I had a bad premonition, and I was about to hurry up and end the call when, I guess it isn't Nanami? Oh, shit. What I heard through the phone was horribly anguished and undeniably Nanami's voice. Shit.
Nanami.
If she says right now, "Nana no migite o kaishite," I am beyond level of God. What? We're there, boys. We're done. We're done. Alright, sure, whatever. Why don't I just claim what the fuck is going to happen to the universe next? Oh shit. How did I call that? The Gero Froggy specialty shop was called Froggy's Pad. They'd most likely been aiming to leave a good impression on customers with a bit of a pun, but frankly it was at the level of a granddaddy's gag. Bun thought with a sigh. There were currently 20 Froggy's Pad stores under development in the capital metropolitan area, and they were also said to be in the midst of further expansion. Bun was visiting the first store among them, a shop in Harajuku that Gero Froggy fans considered sacred ground. but Ben quickly regretted having come here.
なあ、ゆあちゃん、帰っていいか?
He muttered quietly to Yua, who had accompanied him and showed the way to the store.
でも、百瀬さんからゲロカエルを買ってくるように頼まれてるんじゃ。
だってよ、おじさんだけ明らかに浮いてるからさ。
It was located along the Takeshita Street, and young people were merrily strolling down the road in front of them, but most of them passed by without a glance at the shop. The fuck is that? That's, yeah, that's something, alright. There were a few people inside the small store interior. Even now, there were only about 5 people, including Bun and Yua, and all of them except Bun were high school girls. If a dull-looking man like Bun walked along Takeshita Street without Yua, surely those around them would assume he had something lecherous in mind. Alright. And then, looking like he was buying a trendy mascot character for her, he'd come across as the stereotypical dirty old man, melancholy settled over Ban. On top of that,
なんか誰かに見られてるような気がするんだよな。
damn.
いい年して自意識過剰かもしんねえが。
Another victim of God's gaze? Hmm.
あ、それ、私もです。
Damn, that's kind of fucking creepy.
最近、誰かの視線を感じて、たまに、すごく、怖くなるんですよ。
なんで俺だけじゃなかったか。ゆあちゃんの場合は心配だな。ストーカーに付け狙われてたりしたら。
そんな怖いこと言わないでください。
安心しな。そんな奴がいたら俺が逮捕してやるから。
And in that line of conversation with a grin, Bun gazed fixedly at the various frog mascots left on the shelves.
ところで、ゆあちゃんはここに来るのは何度目だい？
私も初めてです。
あんまり客がいねえようだが。静かなブームってやつなのか？
金曜日から日曜日にかけてはすごく混んでるらしいです。あ、つまり新作が発売されて週末の間だけですね。特に金曜日はものすごく並ぶらしくて、学生のために18時に販売開始なんですけど、噂だとその行列だけで竹下通りが埋め尽くされるとか。
Takeshita. That's how they pronounce it. Not Takeshita.
週末だけね。ますます怪しいな。
For now, Bun picked up 2 Tirigero froggies, which had been released last week, and took them to the register. You, apparently not intending to buy any, trailed after him.
ChäoS!
The store clerk was a dumb-looking man in his 20s with green-dyed hair. His ears were pierced, and he wouldn't have seemed like an employee if he hadn't been behind the register. At least he didn't look ready to be dealing with customers. The clerk stared unreservedly at Bun and Yua.
娘さんへのプレゼントってやつっすか?
Wow, you fucking...
そうなんだよね。はあ、この子がどうしてもって言うから。まあ、たまには父親らしいことしてやらんとね。
Wow, smooth moves, groove. Bun put on a friendly smile and bowed repeatedly at the younger Ch.8, which is fucked up because the Ch.8 is being really, really, really rude in Japanese right now. And the fact that there's an older man bowing down to like a younger guy in a store, even though the clerk should be doing that, this is a weird situation to be in. Yuo was looking down, a startled expression on her face, but he went on playing at being her father anyway.
それよりこのカエルに興味あるんだけど、ちょっと話聞かせてもらっていいかな。ゲコカエルンってそんなに人気あるの？
っていうかゲロカエルんすよ。バンバン人気あってやばいっす。
やばいっす。Oh my god.
ああ、ゲプカエルンね。いつも週末に新作が出るんでしょ。
ゲロカエルんだって言ってんじゃんマジ。
He's so rude.
っていうか新作とかそういう言い方マジやめてよ。新ガエルだから。
The translation here is on it's amazing. Like
金土日と超並んでバンバン売れるんでマジやばいっすよ。マジでバンバン売れるっすから。
wow.
バンバンっすよマジで。
Hugh abruptly wrinkled her eyebrows. There was something off about this Ch.8's speech quirk. The words bun bun. Why did he emphasize them so much? It probably wasn't intentional, but Bun had the hallucination that this younger store clerk was using his name without any honorifics.
これメイドインチャイナってラベルに書いてあるだけなんだけど、メーカーとかわかる？
は？メーカー？つうかゲロカエルにブランドとかねえし、ゲロカエルはゲロカエルんじゃね？それで完結してね。
Why is he so rude?
おっさん待ち受けんだけど。教えとくと、ゲロカエルンって作ってんじゃねえから。マジバンバン生まれてっから。
What the fuck? This is some fucked up shit. Even Bun seemed likely to explode if the conversation went on any longer, so he stopped it there, paid and left the store. I understand, dude.
店員の教育がなってねえな。今時の若い連中ときたらもうろくに会話もできやしねえ。大体なんだあの格好は。
そうですね。
For those of you who not in the know, store clerks are normally very, 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 how do I put this? Overly friendly to you in Japan. Basically, when you come in there, you are a customer, and doing one wrong move could mean you just walk out of that store and never buy shit. And Japanese, it's, you know, the customer is so important. I'm sure it's like blah blah, and you know, behind the corner they're like, oh my god, what a fucking retard just came into my store. But unlike in Belgium, where clerks can be rude to a customer if they feel like it, being rude to a customer is not allowed in Japan. Even saying like, oh, I don't think these clothes fit you would be like a cringe moment. Where here in Belgium, if something would not fit you, the clerk would be like, ma'am, you look fat in that shit. And everyone would be like, I know, right? Let me not buy this piece of equipment for like 400 euro instead of just buying it because the clerk is, you know, fucking you over. Anyways, let's continue. Yua came to an unforeseen halt. She clutched the edge of Bun's suit, pulling him up short. Oh god, is it gonna be Shogun?
見てください、バンさん。
どうした？
A white two-ton truck was parked in the direction where Yua pointed. Some people were in the middle of lowering cardboard boxes from the back of it. Oh, as the new Gary Froggy. And they kept on carrying them over back to the back of the Gary Froggy store.
明日発売になるゲジカエルの新作か。
ゲロカエルンです。
ゆあちゃん、よく見つけたな。偉いぞ。
偉い。
いえ、そんな。
Normally, the side of the trunk would have included the company's name on it, but it was painted blank white with nothing written there. Except the Gero Froggy cardboard boxes being hauled out of it did feature a Gero Froggy illustration and the company name.
有限会社振興。聞いたことあるかい？
ありません。
となれば困った時のももちゃん頼みだな。
Holla holla get dollar. Oh wait, no, they're going back. I guess so. After parting ways with Misumikun at the station, I went back to my base. All the while, I felt as if I were wandering about in a nightmare. Nanami's various facial expressions appeared and vanished in my head. She was straightforward in how she showed her emotions. When she was mad, she'd puff her cheeks up in a big pout. When she was happy, she'd smile so much. I got embarrassed just from looking at her. Each of those expressions in my memory set my heart into a tumult. The phone call. What exactly had the words Nanami conveyed to me meant? The bandage I'd seen her wearing wrapped around her wrist before school. Was it really? Where was Nanami now? At school? Or had she already gone home? I don't know, dude. She called you with like, oh, give me my fucking hand back. I don't know why she would be at school. What the fuck? We came out onto the roof. Rimi supporting me as we went. Alright.
これから実家に帰ってみようと思うんだ。
What?
これから急だね。
Yep.
歩いても30分もかからないところなんだ。それで一緒についてきてほしい。
What? I made my request to her, so nervous it felt like my heart leapt out of my mouth. I myself was a tad surprised I'd been able to put it into words and actually say it. Before now, I hadn't been capable of asking favors of people. Oh, here we go.
わかった。ねえ、私のことをご家族に紹介してくれる？
Oh God, she's gonna be your kanojo. Rimi wore a slightly impish expression as she took a peek at my face.
タクのお家にお邪魔することになれば顔を合わせることになるでしょ。タクはどうするつもりなのかなって思って。ねえ、どう
？Weren't those sorts of events supposed to take place after you become boyfriend and girlfriend? Yet Rimi and I weren't in that kind of a relationship right now. Hold up, what's with now? Did I think there was a possibility of us becoming a couple somewhere down the line? Sure, Rimi was awfully friendly toward me, but when you get down to it, I'm the dirty otaku, you know. There was no point in expecting something. Give it a rest. Don't think so highly of yourself, me.
タク、教えてってば。
How should I respond? If I said I would introduce her to them, I felt like it'd be obvious I was getting ahead of myself. She's fucking asking for it, my wow. Muted that. Shit. If I said I wouldn't introduce her to them, it hurt Remy's feelings. Jesus.
もうちれったいな。こうなったらはっきり言わせてもらっちゃおうかな。紹介して。
はい。
Succumbing to surprise, I nodded, but Remy seemed satisfied with this answer of mine.
計算通り。
All of a sudden, a familiar voice reached my ears. When surprised, I looked in the direction the voice came from. For some reason, Nanami was poking her head out of the shadow of the container housing, a smile on her face.
Nanami!
Why was Nanami here? On top of that, she was excited and smiling, as if the dire voice I had heard through the phone had come from a different person altogether. A different person altogether now. A different person altogether now.
Both pilots?
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Doctor, I've checked everyone. Mr. Stryker's the only one.
What flying experience have you had?
Oh, I flew single-engine fighters in the Air Force, but this plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
Bewilderment made it. Is that new music? Damn, that is some good ass music. Sorry for staying quiet that long, or maybe just not sorry for staying quiet that long, because this music is pretty damn good. Bewilderment made the inside of my head go white. Disregarding my discombobulation, Nanami came running over on light footsteps.
Yay! Yay!
She exchanged a high five with Ruby. Why? From her attitude, it almost seemed like she knew Remy. I hadn't heard anything about these two knowing each other.
鬼、びっくりした？実は全部ナナとリミさんの作戦だったんだよ。
作戦?
Oh god.
そう、名付けてお兄とリミさんの仲を既成事実にしちゃおう作戦。
Jeez.
お兄があんまりにも奥手で全然リミさんの気持ちに気づこうとしないからナナが協力したの。
No way.
じゃあお前手首の包帯とかさっきの電話とかは
Why are we still in this fucking illusion?
全部作戦のうち。お兄ったら本気でナナの心配してるからちょっと笑いそうになっちゃった。
Nanami smiled without a trace of timidity. It went straight to my head. You little bitch.
ごめんね、タク。騙すようなことしちゃって。リミさんは謝らなくてもいいの。お兄が超鈍感なのが悪いんだから。
Donka? I fell heavily to my knees, the aggravation of having been taken in. She talked about it like she was making fun of me for being sincerely concerned about her. I didn't like it. I really didn't like Nanami's way of doing things. But more so than that, my worries had ended as groundless fears. Nanami was not only safe, but thriving. My relief over those things won out, and all the tension came flooding out of me.
タク、大丈夫？お兄、落ち込んでないで。ほら、だって。 これからお父さんとお母さんにリミさんを紹介しに行かなくちゃいけないんだから。
The fuck?
3人で一緒に帰ろう。
Nanami really was an impudent little sister, always mocking her big brother. I was a bit sulky, but I had no choice except to stand up. Remy and Nanami smiled at each other delightedly and held my hand on the other side. I began walking as they pulled me along by the hand. I had a hunch that things were going to be fun, but no, they're probably not. I felt like a peaceful, bright future awaited me. Oh god, what a flag. What a piece of junk. We're in for some serious shit, aren't we? Suddenly, a shrill sound pierced my ears. Oh god, is this where we get stabbed? It was almost akin to a female scream. That sound broke to my reverie, forcing me to acknowledge that Nanami's entrance and her battle plan and whatnot had all been part of my convenient delusion. The fuck is that? Did we get pwned? The air trembled, blown by a savage wind. A scarlet glow consumed my field of sight. Uncertain of what had happened, I turned my face toward the light. On top of the container housing, when I looked up, there stood... Oh, no. Senna. Okay. The form of Aoi Senna, her D-sword in hand. Her D-sword was flashing... Her D-sword's flashing was the source of the light. But it was strange. When I saw it before, I was sure Senna's D-sword had given off a blue light. Yeah, I do remember that. The sound soon vanished into nothingness. The wind died down as well. Oh. We'll do that next time. Gotcha, bitch. See you guys on the next episode.